my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, baby? Yes, yes, yes. We have new t-shirts, my darlings. We have our Powerpuff Superwoman. It had to be her. It could not be anybody else. As you very well know, she is the first and front and center of every episode, and she represents us. She represents all of us. She represents our strength. She represents our fabulosity. She represents eating our salads and minding our business. And baby, what is delayed is not denied. We have come out with the baby blue, and when you turn around, we have what is delayed is not denied. We did longer sleeves this time around for our girlies. For those of you that are conscious of your upper arms, I got you, mama. We also have what? The crew neck, so that you are comfortable with your limousine girlies and you can go everywhere and anywhere. We have no tags. Instead, I made sure that it was a print so that you have no reactions. There you go, my darlings. Are we living and loving? Beautiful cotton. Might I add that we ship internationally. We have it in our beautiful sky blue for a punch of color for spring. We also have it in cream, my darlings. Yes, yes, yes. And sizes small to 4X. I went out yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? And when I tell you the amount of compliments that I got, I screamed. I was like, is there something that I do not know? And I was so impressed with the amount of guys that said, I need this for my mom, I need this for my wife, I need it for my girlfriend, for my sister, for my cousins. And they just kept on asking. I was at the mall, and it was unbelievable. You can tuck her in. It's a long tee, and you will absolutely what? Absolutely love her. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Yes, darlings, the links are below. Go ahead and get yours. If we sell out, I will order more. All right? Love you, and thank you. Mwah. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? So, my darlings, why are we here? Let's just get straight into it. We have Pastor Tammy McCollum of Charlotte's life was taken inside her home on the 6th of April, just hours after celebrating Easter with her church. Her husband of 30 plus years, Eddie McCollum, has been arrested and charged after reported domestic dispute. The tragedy is a reminder that domestic violence can hide behind any door. Keep her family in prayers. And I said to myself, what is going on? What is going on with all of this DV and men that you are married to, that you are dating, are deleting you? This is shocking to me because this is a man of over 30 years, married to you for over 30 years, and you delete your wife. It becomes a situation where you have to say to yourself, it doesn't matter how long I've been with you. And it only reconfirms what I've said so many times. People change. You evolve, you grow up, you go out. You evolve, you grow up, you go out. You evolve, you grow up, you go out. Sometimes when you get to that stage where you're evolving and you do not even recognize yourself when you were in your teens, in your 20s, leave. Leave. There's no guarantee. The man that you marry can grow to hate you, and he might not recognize the woman that he married. No excuses, please. I'm just saying that it's now becoming aware to me that even in your marriage, also look at the red flags. My God, that's so sad to say, but that's exactly what this is. That is so sad to say, but that's exactly what this is. Start looking at the red flags. If you don't feel comfortable about something, let it go. Not that serious. Not that what? Not that serious. Remember the Florida vice woman who was seen as a rising political star was found dead at her home, and her husband was arrested on suspicion of premeditated murder. Well, we now come to find out that the police had come and was being called to the house 5 separate times. And you know, a lot of people say, oh, for me, you know, it was misleading. They came for this, they came for that. Well, listen to this. 5 police calls made to the vice mayor's home before her death. Details remain unclear. Before a swarm of Coral Spring officers descended on the home of Vice Mayor Nancy's Metayer Browns last week, discovering her death allegedly at the hands of her husband. Authorities had been called 5 times to her home, a Miami Herald inquiry revealed. Officers were called to the home 6 times from August of 2023 to April of 2026. That's so crazy because they had just gotten married. The last time being when her body was found, according to Coral Springs police records. Mayor and Stephen Bowen, her husband, owned the house in the 800 block of Northwest 127th Avenue since 2023. Property records show from 2025 onward, new owners were listed by the Broward County property appraiser. However, Metayer and Bowen were still known to have resided in the home. The 5 other times police were called to the home were for an investigation code on the 17th of April 2025. What does the investigation code mean? That's what I want to know. Number 2, 2 animal bite codes on April the 15th, just a little over an hour between them. The third one, a grand theft code on the 6th of August 2024. And then we have number 4, a disturbance code, November 13th, 2023. It was not immediately clear what caused authorities to be called during these incidents. The Herald is awaiting request records. Metayer, 38, made history as the city's first Black and Haitian American woman elected commissioner. She earned multiple honors for her work in politics and environmental science, including being named one of the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce top 20 under 40, received the United Nations Clean Water Advocacy Award, and being inducted in the Clio Institute, the Climate Literacy and Action Group. Oh my God, this is just so sad. 2 days after her death, a large crowd of friends, family members, and colleagues gathered on the grassy lawn outside Coral Springs City Hall to honor her life. Organized by her lifelong friends, the vigil was filled with meaningful tributes from its setting at a place where she devoted so much of her time serving the community to the Sea of Orange, won by more than 200 attendees. Organizers noted that orange was Metayer's favorite color and also represented her alma mater, Florida A&M University. The search for Metayer began on the 1st of April when colleagues noticed that she had missed a commission meeting and a charter school board meeting. Because I was wondering, I was saying to myself, okay, she missed a meeting, why would you call the police? Again, it was said that she was very punctual, that her work really was her life, that she was never late, not to talk of not show up. So it was alarming to them and said, check on her, could be a traffic accident or something, but this is not her. She had a routine. The police said Bowen feigned ignorance and said he didn't know where she was and hadn't been able to reach her, but he had already deleted her to death. He deleted her with a shotgun, put a pillow to her head, and blew off 3 shots. Then he went downstairs to sleep until morning in the same house. Police first arrived at Bowen's home around 10:21 a.m. on the 1st of April, but found no vehicles and couldn't reach anyone inside. A neighbor had reported seeing Metayer walking her dog around midnight, and officers' calls went unanswered. About an hour later, Bowen's parents arrived, saying they couldn't get into the home and hadn't spoken to their son since 4 p.m. Tuesday, when he mentioned having a panic attack at work and planning to talk with his wife, his mother said she was unaware of any marital issues. Around 12:30 p.m., officers returned and noticed damage on the second floor consistent with gunfire. Using a license plate data, police later located Bowen at an apartment complex in Plantation, where he was seen handing a bag resembling a firearm case to another man. He was detained at the scene. It's just so sad. It is just so sad. What is this? The man told the police he believed they were meeting to discuss a mosaic, a Masonic matter, and said Bowen remarked, "They're here for me," as the officers approached. So he knew what he did, and he knew that he didn't have far to go. Again, ladies, if you are feeling some kind of way, leave. And my Caucasian sisters, yeah, I have something for you too. Husband arrested after the disappearance of Lynette Hooker in the Bahamas after she fell overboard. So he said. Bahamas police took Brian Hooker into custody on Wednesday in connection with the disappearance of his wife, Lynette. What is going on? It's very eerie. The Royal Bahamas Police Force said in a statement on Wednesday, April 8th, that an American man was taken into custody that day in connection with the disappearance. Terrell A. Butler, a Bahamas-based attorney, confirms to People that the person was Brian Hooker's Lynette's husband. Butler said Brian maintains his innocence and rejects assertions that Lynette's daughter Carly Alsworth has made to various media outlets, questioning the circumstances about her mother's disappearance, including Brian's claim that she accidentally went overboard over the weekend. So you want to tell me that she went overboard and you did not jump in, you did not start screaming, crying, breathless, and scream, "My wife, my wife, my wife." You just casually decided that, oh, come on, please. Mr. Hooker categorically and unequivocally denies any wrongdoing, and in particularly the allegations recently made by Carly Ellsworth. Maybe it's not his daughter but hers. He has been cooperating with the relevant authorities as part of an ongoing investigation, Butler says in a statement. When asked by People about his daughter's account and that the couple had a volatile relationship, Butler says that he has no bearing on Lynette's disappearance. The current information we have is that both persons were on a vessel, so the information about what transpired came from him. Butler says the previous history does not have anything to do with what actually took place on that day. He's the only witness to what transpired, and he has said he has done nothing wrong, so to refer to allegations about abuse and tumultuous relationship does not explain what happened on the day or indicate whatever or not he was somehow, culpable of anything that may have happened to her. Hey God, poor Lynette. Poor Lynette. Lynette and Brian departed Hopetown in the Bahamas on Saturday, the 4th of April, 7:30 p.m. local time, on a small dinghy to make their way to Elbow Cay, Brian later reported. What, for a romantic getaway? You were already on a romantic getaway. Lynette, 55, reportedly fell overboard. How? Back to the shore to alert authorities early on Sunday, 5th of April, police said. Strong currents carried Lynette away and Brian lost sight of her, he told the police. Early Wednesday, the U.S. Coast Guard confirmed it was conducting separate criminal investigation into Lynette's disappearance. You know what's funny? Call the daughter in because the daughter know her mama. She said, oh no. This was by no means an accident. He deleted her. Wives are no longer safe. You are being deleted by the person that you loved or you thought loved you. How about that? Ladies, keep it coming. Let me know and I will use this platform to bring these stories to light. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking